what not having internet access does to a person is sets them in cycles to continue to be behind everything else.
As you can see, I am in the McDonald's dining room right now, attempting to get reliable internet service.
Through the Trees is about helping connect the digital divide here in the county. When the pandemic hit in 2020 and schools went virtual, it was apparent immediately that there were a lot of students that were not going to be able to get that same level of education because of the lack of internet access.
The download speed on my phone here, despite the stereotypical McDonald's Wi-Fi, bro, your Wi-Fi is like McDonald's. McDonald's Wi-Fi is actually very good. And so download speed here is like 260 megabytes, and the download speeds at my home is 6 megabytes per second.
The digital divide continues to grow because we rely more and more heavily on the resources available to us through broadband, through our cell phones, through our computers. And the longer we let go not connecting our rural areas or people who can't afford the service, the more those people, citizens of North Carolina, fall behind in access to growing their lives and thriving.
We started so that we could help bridge that divide and get those families connected to the internet. And for some of them, it was an issue of cost, and with others, it was an issue of location and just accessibility, and the lines just not being built yet.
My name is Carmen, and I'm the manager of the branch library here. And internet is a big issue in this area. With a lot of our patrons are in rural areas that surround the town. They have no internet access. Their children have had trouble with school because they don't have internet access. Here at the library, for years we've had trouble. Our internet goes in and out, and so we don't have a good quality of internet. And I hear a lot of people in town with the same issues. And it's very spotty even in the town for internet access.
Many places like McDonald's and many other residents in rural areas like this are able to get cable. However, I cannot get cable where I reside. Many of my neighbors can. My neighbors as in 2 miles away, but where I live, the only internet option available to me is Frontier Communications through digital subscriber line, and I would give an arm and a leg just to have cable, much less fiber optic.
Well, we don't have, but
we live
like
up on top
dial-up.
of a mountain, so we're pretty far out. We have DSL, and there's a lot of stuff that gets struck by lightning up there. Lots of storms roll through, so that always affects. It's kind of like dial-up on a good day, and then when you have bad weather, it factors in. It cuts out a lot, so it's not real consistent, and it's slow.
and we're very far from the hub, and then we're the last house in the neighborhood, so we get it after everybody else in the neighborhood. Like on weekends, we can't even get on. It's impossible. So, same with the water, we get it last.
Western North Carolina is a beautifully designed nature footprint. We have great mountains and rivers and trees that make us very special. They also make our broadband projects among the most challenging and expensive across the state to implement. So when we put these together, it's a hybrid solution of wireless and wireline technologies that take into consideration all of the challenges we have in Western North Carolina.